Oh, it's working. I think. There we go. All right, guys. Just ooh. All right. Okay. That was a little hesitate. Anyways, all right, guys. So I'm gonna show you guys something that's kind of been, it's really bugs me about Warzone, and if you have been, if you're a pretty active player, you probably use this site, the SBMM which is the search-based, skill-based matchmaking Warzone website. And basically, what this website tells you is what kind of lobbies you're in, and it rates what kind of lobbies you're in. It's kind of how we know, like, if we're in hard lobbies or bad lobbies, right, or easy ones. Now, when you first go there, here's a message that shows up and says SBMM Warzone is shutting down. Activision's lawyers reached out and asked us to shut down SBMMWarzone.com before next Monday. We've tried to reach them multiple times to become partners and keep this website live. Now is our last shot. We need you. Join us on Twitter, show support, blah, blah, blah. Basically, if you go to, and if you click on Twitter, essentially the lawyers of these, like, says according to their terms of service, we can't use their API. And SBMM has tried reaching out to Activision over and over again, and of course they're not saying anything. They just want them to shut down the site. And to me, I feel like, okay, I get it. If it actually does violate the terms of service and they can't use their API, then who the heck can use their API? That's why I want to know, like, who the heck is that? Who is watching this? Like, who the heck is using their API at the end of the day? And I think this is really a scumbag move for Activision. Like, out of all the things that you're doing in terms of, like, for this game, one, like, you have, like, you need to forget about what SBMM and Ben and Dav, like, these are the two creators, what they are doing, and focus on making an anti-cheat. Okay, sure, you've been banning people, like 20,000 people have been banned or whatever. Who cares? Okay, like, it doesn't matter if you ban them, because remember, it's a free game and they can just make another profile and they can just come back. Since you're not doing any kind of hardware bans or IP bans or anything like that, all your bans are useless. Every single hacker out there can just they have like thousands of accounts, if not more, hundreds, they can just keep hopping onto, and it doesn't do anything. The only thing that will stop hackers from playing is if they just get bored of the game, and at this point it is absolutely ridiculous. And, like, this is what your lawyers are doing. You're reaching out to just innocent websites like SBMM here and telling them to just, like, oh yeah, stop, what you're doing, and because it violates whatever the API. They say it's like a privacy reason, but look, in order for us to even opt into this, every user has to go into their profile on Activision or COD or whatever and set it to public. So players are openly giving their information to these websites. So it's not like they're, like, violating some kind of crazy, there's some kind of crazy data where they're taking, credit card information. And if arguably, like, if there's that kind of penetration, what kind of crazy API did you guys create that can get that kind of personal information from people? Like, I think that's crazy. So, this is just, like, again, I'm just kind of showing what SBMM does. So, like, as you can see, I don't play in extremely hard lobbies, especially not today. I don't know why. My friends and I have a decent KD, but my friends apparently don't. But anyways, I'm not here to, like, brag or show my stats. I just think that what's that called? what Activision doing with this whole BS and trying to shut these guys down, I think is absolutely crazy. Like, I believe COD Stats, this website has already been shut, or like their kind of widgets that can be added onto your game is already not working. That some of their widgets are already kind of disconnected from the API already. And right now, Activision is actively trying to shut down SBMM. And I think the reason that they're trying to do this is, one, now we can't find the hackers. Like if we don't like or people who are boosting, that too. Like one of the easiest ways to know people are boosting is to just search for their name inside SBMM and see how they're getting in and out of different servers and how they're playing, and just to look at also like what their stats are like, so that way we know, like when people, like for example, when Aiden and his team did that 150 kill game, people were able to come on here and find that it was just like a silver lobby, which is like, not very impressive, to be honest, even though most people came and do that kind of stats, but it doesn't matter. This is like a very useful information that Activision is trying to remove, and I think a lot of it is just, again, to protect the hackers, because first they turned all of our stats into private, so that websites like SBMM and COD Warzone Stats Tracker can't track these users. And now they're just, since they're like, okay, well, there was a way around it, most people went around it. Now they're implementing, these cease and desist orders to these innocent websites in order to try to, essentially, again, keep protecting hackers. They keep saying that it's because, they want to protect privacy. Sure it is. Like, I doubt Activision really gives a crap about player privacy. All they care about is that they don't want players to know who the hackers are, so that players can keep coming back. But arguably, I feel like moves like this are just gonna make people angry. I mean, I'm not necessarily angry, like I'm like mad and pissed off, but like it does rub me the wrong way that Activision will take their time to do stupid crap like this and completely just ignore the fact that they still need an anti-cheat, that there's still broken guns in the game right now. The AUG and FAR are arguably the meta that everyone is using. Sure, I use AMAX and stuff like that too, just because I don't want to use the AUG and FAR so much. But at the end of the day, it's just like, they need to focus on the game and not on the stuff like this. Like, this is stuff that's like irrelevant. Like, and if anything, like these websites promote the game more, like the fact that people can know more about their stats and know more about how they play and how they rank against other people, it can get them more interested in the game. So it'll be like, oh hey, like I can look at my my last, like for me, like my last games that I played today, I played for like 5 hours today, and I know my overall KD was a 1.7. Nothing to write home about. I averaged 3.5 kills per game, and I had 1 win. And I can go through each and every single one of these, games and just look into it and see, like, oh hey, like let's see how oh shoot, bronze 4. No wonder I got 9 kills. And I could just see like how each everyone did. Let's see like who won, and like this is such good. I feel like this is such good information for players to look at, especially if you're like even casual players can look at this and be like, oh, like maybe they want to get better at the game. They can look at this stuff, and therefore they can use it to better themselves, and use it to compare how they just do overall. I mean, sometimes you have some bad days. Like, look at there. Like, I had 4 games this one day, and I had 0.78 KD. Terrible day. And then I had a really good day where I did almost double what I did from the day before. So it's like, I feel like all this stuff helps the game, but Activision doesn't give a crap. All they care is that if they're not making money off of it themselves, they're not going to allow the people to do it. Because even for SBMM, they do have like a premium version where people can pay for it. I don't think anyone does. I mean, I'm sure some people do. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't be able to keep this sucker alive, because I'm sure there's a lot of data that goes through this. But I think with Activision, their mindset is not privacy; it's about money. It's like, maybe they'll come out with a site like this, their own, and they'll be like, "Hey, now you can subscribe to our own COD, whatever, ladder stats, but you have to pay like $5 a month in order to track your games." Maybe they'll have some better features that build out, but they'll probably try to monetize it in some shape or form. And I think it's all because, they want people to pay for it. Even in COD stats, you can pay for this too. I think you can get it like a premium. You can upgrade to $3 a month for a premium user, so you don't see ads. And this is and I think Activision's just pissed that these two websites are super popular and they're probably making good money from users, and they're pissed about it. That's the thing. I think that's the only thing. So I think, again, the greedy overlords over at Activision are like, screw other people trying to make money off of our game. I bet you if they could, they would probably take the streamers' money too. If they actually could legally get away with it, they would definitely hunt down Huskers, Nick Merckx, Aiden, Swag, and all the big guys, and be like, "Hey, look, you owe us a percentage of your revenue because you play our game, and therefore, there needs to be some kind of revenue share between us. Because if it wasn't for our game, you wouldn't be making money," which is complete bullcrap, because it's because those guys play, you guys make money. It's because we want to watch them and we want to be like them, more or less. And we're at least we want to be as good as them. That's why you guys make money. That's why people continue to play and watch it on Twitch and everything, is because of these guys. So I feel like this is the ultimate depiction of just, you have these Activision higher ups and managers. They have their business degrees, they have their MBAs, they're really smart guys, but they don't understand the player base. They don't understand their customers, and they just don't understand the gaming world in general. They think they do. They probably think they're gamers themselves, but I get a feeling most of these guys don't even game themselves. But they like to pretend like they are, and they like to do crap like this to screw us up. I think it's really sleazy. I think it's really messed up. I just found this out today, and I was just like, I have to make a video on this because this is completely ridiculous. And so for you guys, I am definitely gonna support SBMM Warzone. I'm gonna follow them, and I'm also gonna see how we can reach out to Activision and see what they can do. Maybe, hopefully, they can strike a deal or something. But hopefully, Activision will actually see this and give a crap. That's probably a pipe dream. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think. What Activision is doing. If this is, good or bad. Let's have a discussion about it. And let's see what happens in the next few weeks. And I think they're supposed to comply by Mondays. This could be gone in the next 72 hours. Just totally blows. But anyways, again, let me know what you guys think in comments. Please like the video, subscribe, hit the notification button for more videos. Talk to you guys later. All right, take it easy.